Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us for the first installment of our 6-week body positive yoga program. My name is Katie D, and I am a librarian with the Sacramento Public Library, where books are just the beginning. So we are so excited to offer this program and to have a local yoga instructor, Kirsten Johnson, with us today, and we will get to her in just a moment. So first, I just wanted to mention a few things. This program is made possible through a grant from the National Network of Libraries of Medicine and is intended to help you learn techniques for mindful living. Yoga can provide many benefits, including lowering stress, relieving low back pain, and managing sleep problems. There is some great information available about mindfulness and yoga available on the National Institutes of Health Wellness page, which I will link to in the chat. Today's session will be recorded, so you can watch it later or share it with a friend. Make sure to stick around after the demonstration for a book talk on a title from our collection related to this week's theme. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn things over to Kirsten. Take it away.
Namaste, welcome everyone. So happy once again to be here with y'all. Thank you to the Sac Public Library for offering this. This is going to be a body positive, all kind of hatha style of yoga. So what that means is we'll spend a little bit longer in some of the movements. I don't like to call them poses because I'm not a model posing, but some of the movements. And I always like to say it's in order for you to feel what it feels like in your body. So forgetting about what you think it looks like, coming into how it feels for you. And today in this series, we'll be talking about the chakras. So the chakras, and when I first heard about the chakras, I'm going to talk for a little bit at the beginning of each of our yoga sessions, and then we'll get into some movement. But when I first heard about the chakras, I'm like, what is that? I don't know if you're like me and you're confused. And even as I learned about them, it was still really confusing for me, because I think for me, it's not really about how I learn about it, but how it feels. And especially with the chakras, because the chakras are actually translated into English, or how we would understand it, are wheels of energy. So it's all of this energy that flows through your body, and how you connect with that energy, and how that energy from the outside connects in and inwardly connects out. So the energy that's in our body and through the chakras, it connects through all of the nervous system, your bones, and all of your emotions. So the first chakra that we'll be talking about today is your root chakra. It's called the Muladhara. So let's get started. And while I'm talking, you can start to feel into your root chakra. So if you're seated, and we'll all get started seated. I'm seated on blocks because that helps uplift my hips a little bit. So if you want to go ahead and do that, that's great. But coming to a comfortable seat, because that's what yoga is, that union of connecting with yourself. So coming into a comfortable seat, and just start to move back and forth, round and round. And the root chakra, the Muladhara chakra, is located at the base of your spine. So at the perineum, really, really low at the base. So start to maybe sway back and forth, round, until you feel that base, till you feel seated on that base of your spine. The root chakra is connected with the sense of groundedness, with the sense of your identity, with just knowing who you are. So some of the words I like to say with the root chakra is I am. I am. If you want to say that to yourself. It's also associated with the color red. And so when you think about the color red, it's a very bold color that you really are noticing, that you are really forced to come into that sense of being. So as you find and connect with your root chakra, coming into some circles maybe, and then coming around to the other direction, just knowing how you are seated and landing and throwing up today, and welcoming that. Just I am here today, I'm alive, I'm enjoying this day. And then finally coming back through center, and then finding and grounding really down into that energy source, your base of your spine. And then we'll start to just connect with our breath, because that's the other part of the yoga that's going to connect us and allow this energy to flow. So as you're basing down into your spine, maybe feeling into the navel coming into the spine, as you engage and lift up through the diaphragm, softening the shoulders and lifting up through the crown. The hands can rest slowly or gently on your lap. And then maybe if it feels right for you, start to close your eyes and connect with the flow of energy, the breath that's inside of you. So breathing in, feeling that coming from the base all the way up to the crown, and exhaling it all out. So maybe you start to enjoy this long flow of breath and feeling it in your body. With a full exhale out the mouth, maybe just releasing some of the stale energy that's in. So allowing new breath, new prana, new life to come in. And so you'll be invited to really ground down and to come into this sense of I am, creating a length in the spine. Notice, and we'll breathe in, expanding from the diaphragm. So imagine your heart opening up, your lungs inhaling, and then your belly is going to push out also on the breath in. And then the exhale, it all comes back in. And then all along, you're feeling this full length of the spine, breathing, being right here. Notice if you can bring a little softness to your shoulders, a release maybe in the face, of the skin of the face. Lift the crown up to the sky, breathe. And we'll start off with a quote from Rumi. It says, "Maybe you are searching for the branches, for what appears only in the roots." We'll be dealing with this rooting down and lifting and rising up, feeling this flow of energy coming and connected with our roots today. Breathing in, exhaling out. So I'd like to offer you 10 rounds of breath of just breathing into who you are right here. Maybe you say, I am. Maybe I am love. I am kindness. I am strength. I am bold. Whatever you are, wherever you want to feel, just breathing all that in right here at this moment. And then we'll gather all that in. This is a full moon, so we'll be doing some moon circles. We'll gather all of that energy in as you root down from your base, open up, inhale it all, let the arms come up, lift up. And then hands come back to the heart. One more breath here. I am, inhale. I am, exhale. Feel free to make as much sound as you want throughout your practice. And remember, you're on mute, and that's okay. So let's just start with rooting down. If you'd like to change the orientation of the cross of your feet or your legs, go ahead and do that. We'll just start to warm up and feel what it feels like to come into more length of the spine. Breathing in, inhale, your arms reach up. Maybe you look up at those hands, lengthen through the side body as you root down, arms and fingers lifting up. There you go. Soften your shoulder blades down. There, inhale. Exhale. Let the right hand come down. Left hand stay up. Come over to the left. Right. Keep rooting down through those both sit bones. There you go. Okay. Come on back up when you're ready. Lengthen through the spine. Breathe in. Exhale. Left hand. Right hand comes over to the left. Let's do that one more time each side. Breathe in, come over. Breathe in, come on back up. And over. Ooh. Coming on back up, inhale, reach up, look up. And then hands come gently down to the heart. Let's start to breathe in a little bit more. And then start to create some cat-cow. We'll do seated cat-cow today. So inhale as the heart comes through, the chest comes through, the shoulders start to retract back. Maybe you look up Exhale, you round, curve, and belly comes to spine. Okay, a few more times on your own. Breathing in. Remember, you're rooting down from the top and breathing out. Now you can leave it like this, or you could try to like move it around if you feels right for you in one direction. Inhale, rounding. Exhale, extending. There you go. So this will be all about how does this feel in your body? Where do you feel the length? Where do you feel the movement? Reverse your direction when you're ready. And then coming back to the center. All right, let's figure all that out. All right, so we're gonna come down to the ground just for a few moments because we'll be rooting down, rising up, working with a little tree pose. And so we need to strengthen our core, our trunk. So let's come on down and create some little bit of movement. I am strong into our center. Coming down and lying flat on your back. Maybe you bring your knees into the chest, start to move from side to side. Remember, if you have some movement, some flow throughout the transitions, feel free to give yourself that with your breath. Inhale, coming on down, moving back to back, side to side, knees come to the chest. There you go. Maybe give your ankles and toes a little bit of love, twirl them. Write yourself a little love note with your right foot and then with your left foot. All right, here we go. Lead the right knee in. Actually, let the left leg come all the way down and slide it long. So we're going to leave the right knee bent. And we're just going to extend this. So we're going to do some little bit of kicks. We're going to inhale. Actually, we'll do this bent first time. We're going to, we'll do both knees bent. All right. So when you're ready, on the breath out, we're going to breathe in. And then exhale, the right leg goes long. Inhale, breathing in. Exhale, breathing out. If you want to, you can go ahead and look up at your thighs and let it go long. And then try not to let that right leg touch the ground. One more time, inhale. Exhale, go long. Right leg comes back up to meet the left knee and stay right there. Let's do it on the opposite side. Let it breathe in. And remember, on the exhale, it's going long. Using that center, that trunk, that core, breathe it in. You're feeling that slight engagement of your core. And out long. There you go. Let's do it 3 more times. Breathe in here. And coming on back down. Remember, you do it at your pace. The slower you go, you may feel a little bit more engagement. Oh, yes, all of this working right here. Breathe in one more time. Oh, I think that was 3. Okay, let's let both legs come back down, winch over from side to side. Feeling your breath. There we go. Okay, we're going to do that one more time, and then your choice to either continue that one each side or do bicycles. So we're only going to do this for 30 seconds, 2 times for 30 seconds. All right, I'm right there with you. When you're ready, coming on back, maybe shoulders lift up off the ground, knees come up. Okay, let's go. Bicycle kicks right here. Back and forth. If you have another version that you'd like to choose, go ahead. You can do it faster if you want to. Woo! There we go. Breathing, don't forget to breathe. Feeling all of this coming from the center. Yes, we're engaging our trunk, our core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take a 10-second break. Sorry about that. Breathe in, catch your breath. Connect. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Breathing it all out. Maybe you're starting already to feel that engagement, that fire from within. All right, come on up on your breath back here. We're rating and we're going. Bicycles or one leg at a time. 30 seconds. That's all we're doing it. And we're breathing. And I am strong. I am feeling my root chakra. Oh, yes. If you're seeing red, hopefully it's not angry red. Hopefully it's your power from within you, that fire inside of you. I just went to Yosemite and got to see a fire fall, which was amazing. Oh my goodness. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it all back down. Windshield wiper from side to side. Come on, flip on over any way you can. Come on over, and we'll just give ourselves a little bit of child's pose to connect again with our breath, bringing hands and knees, sinking the tailbone. Remember that base of your spine back toward the heels. Arms can come out long. Start to connect with your breath again, through the breath in, through the nose, and then now the breath is out through the mouth. You feel that breath on the mat? Do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Now start to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. With that same fire, that same breath, maybe you start to feel the constriction in the back of your throat, the breath on the mat again. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, so this is a breath that you can maintain throughout your practice to help to keep that fire inside of you. When you're ready, we're gonna come on up to a down dog. This will probably be the only down dog we do during the practice today because we're doing moon salutations. So tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, down dog. And if you want to take some time to move through your down dog, stretch side to side. And feeling how that feels for you in your body. Let the chest come back toward the thighs, and the knees can stay really, really bent. If you like, right here, just breathe in. Breathe out. Play around with your down dog, either some motion or some stillness. And then when you're ready, we're gonna walk the feet up to the hands. Once again, coming into a forward fold. Let the knees stay bent. The belly can lay on top of the thighs, and the head can come down toward the ground. This is a good time to come into those roots once again, roots of your feet. So notice your feet pressing down, maybe making any micro adjustments so that they are pointed in the same direction. And then hands can cross opposite elbows. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And then let it all go. Just let the head, neck come toward the earth. Hands can come to blocks. All right, we're gonna root down as we rise to the top. Press down, inhale, slowly come on up. Bend one leg, long spine, feeling your length of your spine. Inhale, maybe the hands come out to the sides. Exhale, hands come back to the heart. All right, we'll find mountain pose from here. So coming up into mountain pose. Maybe again, once again, looking down at those feet, toes going into the opposite, same direction. Sometimes I like to have wider stance, sometimes more narrow. So choose where your mountain pose. And we're gonna do that once again. Come down to shift your weight over to each side, back and forth, until you can take up as much space on your surfaces of your feet, each foot. Yeah, each foot, we only have, yeah, okay. Lift up your toes. Press down, feel the roots. There you go. Maybe put your hands on your thighs, soften your toes, set them back down. Put your hands on your thighs, pressing the thighs back. Gonna engage the tailbone slightly down as your belly comes in. Feel that engagement, there you go. Lifting up through the spine. Shoulders start to relax down the body. Fingers are pointing down toward the earth. Let the crown of the head lift up. Tucking the chin just a little bit and feel mountain pose. I am here. Wherever your feet are, that's where you should be also. So we'll be doing moon salutations in honor of the full moon, embracing all of that full moon energy today. And as you inhale, we'll go through it about 3 or 4 times Inhale as you reach up, lengthen through the spine. Remember, finding that length. Move back just a little bit so you can see me all the way. And then from here, once again, right hand comes down, left hand comes over. Feel your roots as you come on over. Back to the center. Maybe you have a back bend here. And then coming back up. Left hand comes down, right hand comes over. Back through center. All right, next we're gonna come into a wide squat. So arms gonna come out to cactus, bending through the knees, rooting down through our roots, base of our spine, sitting into a wide squat. Knees can come out and the toes can come point outward. There you go. Feeling that, sitting down, maybe tucking in the belly just a little bit more as you sit down into the roots. There you go, lifting up through the crown, soft of your shoulders. Come back up, straighten your legs, out to a star. Feel the roots, feel the rise. Breathe here. Soften your shoulders, maybe bring the palms up, slight back bend. There we go. All right. From here, we're gonna point our toes, our right toe foot over to the right. Our left foot's gonna go over to the same direction. We're gonna come to triangle pose. So here's where the blocks come in handy. I'm gonna grab my blocks. And remember, if you need to grab your blocks, take time to go grab your blocks. Triangle pose. Right leg's gonna straighten up. Left leg is gonna come here. Opening up. Rotating to the center. If you want to, go ahead and open up that left arm to the top. Another full breath here. Inhale, go ahead and rotate to a pyramid pose. So now we're gonna close the hips. Left foot's gonna rotate slightly over to the same direction as the right leg. Open up through the heart and shoulders. There you go, staring down at your mat. Breathe. Coming on down, dropping the left knee into a low lunge on the right side. Here's where a blanket underneath the left knee will come in handy. And then find some way to move through and find where you want to land on your low lunge onto the right side. When you're ready to lift up, rise up. Soften your shoulders, open up to the fingertips, breathe here. Coming back down, we're gonna come to a squat or a lunge on the left. So this is for me how I have to do it on blocks. If you can come further down and lift up the left toes, go ahead and do it. It's a side lunge over to the right. Ooh, feeling that in your breath, breathe here. Coming down back through center, bringing the feet, the heels in, the toes out, and then we'll come into a squat. I like to use blocks for my squat. I have 2 blocks. I'll come here, and we're really gonna come into the base of our spine, moving and feeling that. Knees are gonna come out to center. Elbows can be on the inside of the thighs as the heart and the crown lifts up. Feel your roots. Feel the rise. One more breath here, and then we'll reverse that on the left side, coming over to that left side lunge. Right leg is gonna come out, toes can lift up. Breathe here. And then when you're ready, go ahead and turn your body toward the left side, dropping the right knee. Breathe in, inhale. Find where you want to land for your left side lunge. And remember, we're trying to keep the ankle and the knee into alignment. And when you're ready, lifting up, rising up. Breathe, inhale and exhale. All right, coming back up. Inhale, lifting up the back leg, coming once again into your pyramid pose. Coming over to the pyramid pose on the left side, so their hips are closed. Oh, slight micro bend in the front knee so that you can allow the flow of energy. Inhale. Oh, yes, and exhale. Left hand stays down on the block or on the mat, coming over to a triangle pose, opening up the right hand. All right, when you're ready, coming on back up to our star pose. Breathe in. And then exhale, singing it once again, back through the wide squat. Toes go out, heels come in. Root down, rise up to the top, hop, or step the knees in together. Inhale as you reach up. Would be left hand down, coming over to the left. Back through center. Over to the right. Back through center. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands to the heart. So that's a moon salutation. We'll go through that few more times. And remember, take as many breaths as you want. We're going to encourage you to do one breath, one movement if that works for you. And just follow along and do what you can with what you got where you are. Remember, there's no shame in being who you are. I am here. I am strong. I am moving. When you're ready, let's do this. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you lengthen. Right hand comes down over to the right. Back through center. Let's reach over to the left. Back through center. Stepping out to our wide leg squat. Breathe in, heart lifts up. Maybe you root down that tailbone just a little bit more. Back to star. Coming over to the right. Coming over to our pyramid on the right side. Breathe in as you reach open. Stay for a breath out. That's triangle posing. Now coming over to pyramid. Inhale. And exhale. Drop the back knee. Set up your low lunge on the right side. On your breath in, reach up. And then we'll stay for a breath there. Tuck the toes of the back foot. Coming on over to the right. Side lunge. There we go. Stay for a full round of breath. Come back through center. Find your squat. Set it up. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Over to the left. Left side lunge. Right toes lift up. And here we go. Coming on back over to your left side lunge. Drop the right knee. Inhale, you rise. Exhale, you stay. Tuck the toes of the right foot. Coming on back up to a pyramid. One more breath here. Open up to a triangle. And breathe in. Come on up. Root down. Lift all the way back up. Coming into your squat one more time. Back out to star. Inhale, you hop together. Breathing hands up. Lengthen. Right hand comes down. Back to center. Left hand comes down. Back to center. Breathe in. Hands come to heart. We'll do that one more time. Remember your flow. Coming back to our mountain. Feeling into the mountain. Feeling into the roots. Rising up to the crown. Soften your shoulders. Here we go. Breathe in as you lengthen. And you stay. Right hand comes on down. Bend over to the right. Back through center. Over to the left. Inviting all this full moon energy right here. Yes, rooting down, rising up. Inhale, opening up. One more time, rooting into our root chakra, tucking in the tailbone as the pelvis, the spine lengthens all the way down. We'll stay here for just a little bit longer. Remember, give yourself some movement if you want to in this. Find some movement, some flow. There you go. How does that feel? Play with your low squat. If you want to, sink it down just a little bit more. Heart lifts up, palms are engaged, head and crown are lifted. Breathe. One more time, breathe in, maybe sinking it down just a little bit more. You're strong here. Open up, straighten your leg, open up to a star and breathe in. Let's rotate over to the right, coming into our triangle pose. Lifting up on the breath in, closing it on the breath out. Come down to the left knee, come on up. Back down, your breath out. Side lunge on the right side. And then heels in, toes out. Maybe you sink down into your squat without the blocks this time, and we'll stay here, rooting down through your roots. Remember, you can lift up on your toes. Maybe the heels don't come all the way down, and this can be an option. Maybe you have more access right here. So I'm on my toes and my heels are lifted. Reach up through the crown. Stay here, feel your roots, feel the rise. One more breath here. Keep the left knee bent, right leg straightens out. Oh, a little bit more easy. More ease this time. When you're ready, right knee comes down, inhale, find your lunge on the left side. Tuck the right toes, come up to pyramid, breathe in. Right hand lifts up, triangle pose. Bending into that left knee, come on back up. Find your squat one more time. Heels come together, toes go out, breathe here. Open up the star. Jumping on back up to your salute, breathe in. Left hand comes down, over to the left. Come on back up, over to the right. Coming on back up, lengthening through the spine, and then hands come to the heart. Stay here, hands placed in the heart center, rooting down, rising up. Just come in one more time to your affirmation of who you are. I am. I am. I am. All right, so now that we've got all that movement in, we've warmed up our trunk, we've warmed up our legs, let's come into a little tree pose. You could do tree with a little block. You want a little extra, you could put tree, you know, if you've been with me last time, you saw this tree on a block, tree on thing. So we'll just play, it's all play, okay. We're gonna step up on this block. I got this block. Remember, you don't need to have the block here. You could do it on the ground. If you want to play a little bit, step up on the block, put one block on top of the head. You'll find your roots, you'll find the rise. Okay, so that's one option. I'm on my right side. We'll start with the right side up. We're gonna lift up that knee. Remember those little knee crunches that we just did? Oh yeah, remember that? And crunching it on up. Okay, when you find that length, lifting, pressing down and rising up, you plant your trunk. You plant your branch. Finding this, finding a focal point in the center. Find connecting with your breath. And then maybe you have branches that grow. You smile, you give yourself some ease, some playfulness. If you fall out like that, it's okay. Don't stare at me. You connect with your breath. Stay here for another 3 rounds of just full breath in. Oh, full breath out. Root down, rise. I am strong. I am connected to my roots, and I know who I am. When you're ready, just as graceful as you came into that, you lift that knee back up, feeling all that center in your core, and you gently set that leg back down. Maybe wiggle that all out, have some fun with it. Ooh, release it all, release it all. Ooh, yeah. Okay, let's try that on the opposite side. Remember, the knee can come, that bent knee can come to the inside of the ankle, the shin, the upper thigh, or maybe just to a block. It's all good. It's all good. One more time. Let's do it. When you're ready, root down, this time on the left side. Gonna rise up, root to rise. There we go. Block if you want it. Remember, if it's a distraction, take what applies, let the rest fly. It doesn't need to be here. Breathe in, lifting up that right knee, feeling that engagement of that core. Now you see that, how that works out? Plant the trunk of your tree. Keep staying here, breathe in here. Maybe you grow branches. Maybe we stay here. Soften your toes. Give yourself a little insight. I got this smile. Play with it. Maybe you're a moving tree swaying in the wind. Then when you're ready, just as graceful as you can, bring it all back down. Yeah, you did it. Okay. Woo. Shake that out. Shake that out. Okay. From here, we're going to come back down to the ground, down to the earth, feeling a little bit more groundedness. Yes, come on down. I want you to come on back down to all the way down to the ground like we were before. Find yourself in whatever movement is calling to you right now. And so maybe that's happy baby, where you bring the knees in and you just start to play around. Remember, babies don't have any, they just want to be happy. So find yourself with that playfulness of a baby. Oh. All right, and then taking as much time as you need, bringing the right knee in, let the left leg come all the way down, slide the left leg long. We're gonna come to a fallen tree. So we just did tree standing, we're gonna come to a falling tree. Maybe take some time to move that right hip or right leg in and out, back and forth, and then set the sole of your right foot on the inside of your left thigh. You can bring a block underneath the right knee that's bent. So to look like this. And then arms can out to a cactus, out to a T, whatever you are, feel yourself grounded onto the mat. I'm going to sit up so you can hear me, but know that you are supported beneath yourself on this mat. And start to connect again with your breath. Relaxing your shoulders, maybe turning your face to the opposite direction. Stay here as long as you need to, or when you're ready, take your right knee and send it over to the left, a gentle twist. Your right foot can catch on the back of your leg, or you can find any other variation or any other gentle twist that you'd like to try. So just take some time to take a gentle twist of the spine. Notice if there's anything else that you can release and let go. For the next breath, giving yourself a full breath in, taking up as much space, full breath out. Then when you're ready, gently, slowly come back to the center. Both knees come in. Maybe you move from side to side, back and forth. Find some movement that feels right. And then start to bring the left knee in, right leg goes long. Set up your fallen tree on the opposite side. Left leg. There could be a block or bolster or something to support underneath that left knee. Relax your toes, relax your shoulders, relax your face, your hands. Everything is just being supported as you feel grounded into this fallen tree. And breathe. Maybe you are searching for the branches for what appears only in the roots. Knowing who you are, being rooted firmly in that. Start to gently take your twist over to the opposite side. Come on over to the right. Set it up. It doesn't have to look the same. Remember, it's all about what does this feel like for you. Find a gentle twist on to the opposite side. And then taking your time, coming back through center. Back through center. Move from side to side, back and forth. Knees coming back into chest. And then today for Shavasana, generally we'll just lay down on the mat and just, allow the practice just to unfold. But today, and that's still an option, I'll offer you that. But I like to also invite you to come back up to your seat. Come back up into that seated rootedness that you started it with. Feeling into the base of your spine. So maybe you make those backward, forward motions again. And then when you found where you can find that full length of your spine, fully rooted into your root chakra, lifting up through your crown chakra, having that flow of energy, maybe you bring both your hands to your heart. And remember, if you're lying on the ground in Shavasana, just go ahead and just connect with your breath. And then I'd like to offer you the next 10 rounds of breath, just saying to yourself, I am whatever you need to be, whoever you are, connecting with your roots, connecting with who you are. And if it feels right, just say it out loud so you know it and sending that vibration out to the world, out to the universe, out to this full moon that we're celebrating this evening. I am. And then when you're ready, bringing all of that in. If you're on the mat in Shavasana, slowly start to come back up to a seat. As you breathe into your roots, inhale, reach open wide. All that you are, all that we are. Bring the hands down to the heart. As I offer this practice, this community, and the spirit of Ubuntu, which is translated as I am because we are. The work that we do here today on the mat, know that you can carry that I am feeling, blessing others with who you are, truly authentic, and then allowing them to show up the same. Thank you for your practice. Turning it back over to Katie.
Thank you so much for that. I was like, how much I love the warrior pose flows that you lead us through, but I actually think the triangle pyramid low lunge might be my new favorite. So today's yoga related book is one actually that you've highlighted multiple times in other classes, which is called the Yamas and Niyamas, Exploring Yoga's Ethical Practice. And that's written by Deborah Adele. Now, if you've participated in any of the previous body positive yoga series, you would know that Kirsten has led us through flows that highlight both the yamas and the niyamas, and this book is a wonderful accessory to that. So the yamas focused on our surroundings, while the niyamas turned our focus inward to observe our essence. Adele refers to these principles as jewels and guides us through all 10 in a shade under 4.5 hours since I listened to the audiobook. So the 5 yamas, nonviolence, truthfulness, non-stealing, non-excess, and non-possessiveness. And then the 5 niyamas, which are purity, contentment, self-discipline, self-study, and surrender, are presented in highly accessible terms that I found easy to digest and imagine in my everyday life. The sections are set up in bite-sized pieces, which were perfect for my lunchtime walks, as Adele provides multiple examples of common situations and how these yogic principles can translate to off-the-mat activities. So each section concludes with a quote to explore and weekly questions to prompt and guide your reflection and practice. Overall, this was one of my favorite yoga-related books that I've read to share with you all, and I would recommend this title to pretty much anyone. So thank you again for joining us for Body Positive Yoga. We invite you to explore additional exercise resources in the library collection, including yoga books and DVDs available now through Hoopla. So keep your eyes peeled for an email with a link to a survey so we can gather your feedback on this program. For more information about our health literacy initiatives, curbside pickup locations, and upcoming virtual programs, just go to www.saclibrary.org. So for Katie and Kirsten and the Sacramento Public Library, be well, and we will see you next time. Bye.